Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to Orca. If this is your first time here, what we do is we talk about photography, editing, life, that kind of stuff in general. So if that's something you're into, please consider subscribing. Today we're going to talk about the why of photography, why we do it, what's the purpose of it. We're not going to dig super deep in it, but there is a couple things I wanted to touch upon because it's just been on my mind. So I was looking around and I came across this quote by Elliot Erwitt, and if you don't know who he is, you're not alone. I didn't know who he was. I had to Google him myself, and he was a photographer that specialized in black and white photography, and he had really ironic photos, but I mean that's besides the point. His quote was, "The whole point of taking pictures is so that you don't have to explain things with words." And that's such a basic idea, but when I read that, it kind of hit me because I'm not an extrovert. I don't easily go out and talk to people. If you've watched my videos, it's usually just me because I'm just out there on my own, and I'm most comfortable recording myself when no one else is around. So the idea of communicating without actually having to use my words, it kind of hit home. And I feel like a lot of you might feel the same way. Photography is a very intimate pursuit. It's a thing that it's really just your own observation, your own eye. No one can do photography the way you do it because no one sees the world the way you see it. So that quote really hit me, and it got me thinking about a couple things. In the English language, we have a super wide variety of ways we can say things and express how we feel. But even with all of these words and these different types of expressions, I feel limited in the way that I can express an emotion. I have a hard time communicating the way I feel and the things that I see at times. And I feel like photography allows me to tap into that unexpressible feeling that I wish I could get across, but I can't because I can't come up with the words. It allows you to communicate without having to find the words, without having to look through a dictionary or a thesaurus to find that one particular phrase or feeling that truly explains what you're seeing and how you're feeling in that moment. Communication through imagery has been part of the human society for as far back as we can even fathom, from hieroglyphics to paintings to photography to filmmaking. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. It's always been here. It will always be here. And with that, you might as well be a part of it. I mean, look at Instagram's success. Instagram is so huge because the idea of communicating through a picture or through a video is so powerful, and it's so useful. If you look at Twitter, it has words and it's mostly based off of phrases and stuff, but its real power comes when you're able to share videos, to share photos, and to use all of that multimedia. It's part of who we are as human beings to communicate through pictures, and that's gonna be here. It was here in the past, it's here now, and it's gonna be here in the future. It's not going anywhere. Another thing I was thinking about with that quote is the idea that photography it's like a type of power. It's a power that we all have. For the most part, we all have smartphones or a camera or access to one, so we can all take a photo, we can all take a picture. And with that ability to take a photo in the moment, if you're at an event and something happens and you can take a picture or you can take a video of it right in that moment, that's a power. You can use that for good or for evil. It's some sort of strength you have in that moment. And to quote a wise uncle from comic books, with great power comes great responsibility. And I don't think a lot of people think of the responsibility you have with that camera in your hands. Photojournalists get this. Like every day they'll go out in different environments in different parts of the world, and they will capture images that communicate what is going on in that part of the planet. And we don't always get to see what is really going on in these different corners that we don't have access to. These photojournalists understand that this power in this lens, in this little body of a camera, can send a message through pictures across the world. I know I'm just rambling on and I'm just talking and talking and talking, but you gotta understand, like, you have a camera in your pocket at all times, and using it can change everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can think of a current event or a past event where if it wasn't for a camera, that event probably would have just been swept under the rug and people would have acted like it never even happened. But because that lens was there, it was caught. And that made all the difference. Photography is power. Use that power wisely. And finally, my last thing to you, to anybody that watches this video, is my commission to you is to use photography to communicate something. Don't just use photography to document your life or just to get likes. I mean, food photography is great. We love to see different types of cuisines from different worlds and stuff, but we don't need to see your food every day. We know you're going to eat that Caesar salad. We don't need to see the Caesar salad. We know what it looks like. You're just documenting your meal. Use that ability to take that photograph and communicate a feeling, communicate an idea. Try to have a purpose behind it. And if you're gonna use food to communicate that purpose, that's fine. That's great. But don't let your photography just be a tool to, I don't know, to do nothing important with. Use it. Communicate something. Tell me what you want me to know. We're all willing to listen. So that's all I have for you today. It was a real quick one. We're just talking, we're just blabbing and rambling on about whatever it is. I hope you found some of this interesting. I hope you leave some comments below and let me know what you think about anything I said, whether you agree or disagree. Your opinion's your own. I appreciate you watching this video. If you liked it, please click that thumbs up in the bottom, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all those things, and be happy, healthy, and at ease. Be peaceful and free. Bye.